I want to share with you the settings I've been using in OBS to record 4K 60 HDR gameplay and have my face on the screen at the same time. I've been trying to figure out the settings for a solid day, and I don't see any videos on YouTube explaining how to do this. So I already uploaded this video to the channel. Hopefully it is gonna be available soon. It is very cool because actually in this video I have my face on HLG HDR, so I can force HDR on my face too, and I'm showing that a screwdriver which looks shiny and it looks, it has a specular highlight details. Not really, it's the same details as SDR, but it just looks brighter, and this white surface is also popping, so the image has more depth, but the colors look a little bit it's not correct to do that, to force the HLG color space. It's the same as I do on this LG C1 when I just force HLG over SDR. You get this red push, so my face looks a little a little bit like a lobster, a little bit red, but it is just a cool thing to do. But I'm gonna show you how you can have Rec 709 SDR on your face and record the video in native HDR. And I am not an expert, I'm learning, and if you know better, let me know, because I'm still trying to figure out the best settings to record in OBS. So first, let me just show you the general settings you can use here. Just click on settings here, and you need to make sure that you use the correct color space. If you are recording on SDR like I am right now, just use Rec 709, full range, and this is just the default values. I selected 2000 nits when I'm recording 2000 nits content on HDR, and you need to change the color format to P010 if you're recording on HDR, and that's it. So for SDR, these are the settings I'm using right now. So then just have 4K here because that's what I'm using, and for recordings I am using the NVIDIA NV encoder HEVC, and I'm using the bitrate 60,000 kilobits per second. I had a conversation with Gaming Tech. He gave me some of these settings to get started, but he's using a different program to record HDR, so I figured out some other additional stuff here in OBS. So then I'm using this multipass mode in full resolution. I am not sure what this is doing, to be honest, because I changed it to quarter resolution and I can barely tell the difference. So I am not sure. If you know what this is doing exactly, let me know. I do know for sure this preset, if I change this from good quality to the best quality, the video stutters like crazy and I cannot record. And better, I am not even sure, so I just drop it to good quality for now, and it is working very well. Just general settings here, nothing else to add. I'm not streaming yet, so I don't have anything to say about streaming. And then here I just add, what you need to do is just add your audio and your video. So to capture the gameplay, just add here a game capture. And to capture the video, what I'm doing is I am using a camcorder. So my camcorder is a Panasonic HCX 1500. It has an HDMI output. It is a full-size HDMI port. So then I'm using an HDMI cable directly to my Elgato 4K 60 Pro. And what you have to do is just create this video capture device, click Properties, and then select your Elgato capture card here. So I select that. And then for the audio, I can create a separate device here for the audio, but it's just easier, I believe, and I don't think there is any downsides. So I just use a custom audio device, and then I create this. I just select here this analog. It's a Focusrite. I have an audio interface with an XLR microphone, so I just select that audio interface and click OK. So this is basically going to take care of this recording of my face And I can of course change the size of my face and make it bigger, make it smaller. And then for the gameplay, I just click here, properties, and the gameplay is being captured by the GPU, because the Elgato capture card is just being used for my face. So then if I'm going to capture HDR gameplay, I have to select Rec 2100. This is PQ. And if you're going to record SDR, then you just select sRGB. So then if I want to have my face on HDR, on that HDR recording, here's what I do. I click here, properties, and I go to the color space. Go down here. And instead of this default color space, what I do is I select HLG. And I force HLG. So if I do that, you see that the video would change. Of course, right now we are on SDR, so you're not going to see a big difference. But you see some difference. So you see that it becomes a little bit red when I force HLG. You see, it becomes red, but it is not. So the colors are wrong, okay? This is the same thing as forcing, what I did at the beginning, forcing HLG or SDR on this LG C1. Later, I learned better tricks using Windows and the HDR settings on Windows and the TV. But if you have a console, this HLG trick is still good because the colors are wrong. You see, the skin tone becomes a little bit red, but man, you will see this white surface here popping, and is adding more depth to the image. And yeah, the face is a little bit lobster, but you can think that, oh, maybe just got sunburn, a little bit of sun exposure. So it's not a big deal. It's okay. It looks fantastic. That's what I was using in this video. I was showing you HLG here on my face, and it was looking very, very good, the video. So yeah, those are the settings I've been using for now, and I cannot wait for you to see these HDR videos, but YouTube is taking forever. A 2 minutes long video that I uploaded yesterday, and it's still not on HDR. So yeah, I'm not even sure if YouTube is even working on that video. So yeah, I cannot wait for you to see this. But what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna keep doing SDR videos until the HDR videos they start to be ready, so I can build that HDR pipeline that I want. Because if I can record HDR videos, that's what I want to put out there, because that's the maximum quality. Although I know that some people don't like the HDR, maybe because they are using the night mode on the cell phone. So when you use that, if you play an HDR video, it becomes too orange. That happens to me, and I don't like when I'm at night. But to get the best picture quality, most people have a cell phone, and HDR videos are so much better looking, especially to record gameplay. So let me see if I'm missing anything else here from... Oh, let me also show you the NVIDIA podcast. So basically with this NVIDIA broadcast program, I can integrate OBS and this program at the same time. And this is very cool because with this program, I can add a blur. So you see how it looks in the background? It's blurry, and that looks a lot better. And I can also have noise reduction, which makes you lose details. So basically you lose small details, but it looks how can I say, it reduces the noise of the picture. It does something, so you can try that. It's only available at 1080p 60, not 4K 60, what I'm using right now. And we have also this auto frame, which we can use to, so if you move the program follows your face, which is very, very cool. And we have, for the microphone, we have echo removal, which sounds a lot better than what I'm sounding right now. So yeah, I should have used this to record instead, because this sounds very good with the echo removal, because it simulates a better environment, like a studio, no echoes from a studio, from a professional studio. It looks super good. And we also have this noise removal, just in case you have an air conditioning or anything. It's going to capture your voice and it's gonna be great. So how can you integrate this NVIDIA broadcast with OBS? What we do is basically just click on the source, and then instead of selecting here the 4K 60 Pro, you just select NVIDIA broadcast. And then here, instead of selecting this audio interface, just select NVIDIA broadcast, and it will work. So let me try it now. I'm not sure if the video would be interrupted. Let me see what happens. Let's see. Oh, that's not the video I'm using. Let me see if I can change it here. That would be cool. You see the difference? It might crash. Yeah, I think it crashed. Oh no, because it's I'm forcing